キティです。きっとそろそろ電話が。ほら、やっぱりね。ハローキティグローバルチャンネル始まるよ。ハロー、どちら様ですか？
Hello, Kitty. This is Anita Bhatia. I'm the Deputy Executive Director of UN Women, and I'm so excited to talk to you today because I hear you've been creating a great buzz by traveling around the world to understand the global goals.
やったー！ありがとうございます。UN Women ってことは女性のための機関ですか？
Yes, you're right. We are United Nations Women, and we are the agency that's dedicated to making the world a better place for girls like you and women all over the world so that they have the same opportunities as boys and men.
ふむ。ということは、今日はゴール5、ジェンダー平等を実現しようのお話ですね。
Yes, we're going to talk about Goal 5 because Goal 5 is at the center of what we at UN Women do, and it's also at the center of all of the global goals. We can't achieve the global goals without achieving gender equality and vice versa.
すべてのゴールが関係していますものね。ぜひ詳しく教えてください。
Sure. Let's look at Goal 1 to end extreme poverty. Did you know that there are more women than men living in absolute poverty today?
なんで？
You know, this is because of so many reasons. In some countries, women can't open bank accounts. In some communities, they're not allowed to do certain kinds of work. As a result, their income can be limited and it takes away from decisions over their own lives. Also, women usually end up spending more time taking care of the sick, the elderly, and children, which also reduces their income and also gives them less opportunity than men and drives them into poverty.
女性っていうだけでそんなに不平等があるのね。
Yes, that's true. So you see, we can't solve this without looking at the specific challenges that girls and women face. So you see why Goal 1 and Goal 5 on poverty and gender equality are so linked.
なるほど。じゃあ、ゴール5は他のゴールとも関係しているはずですね。
Yes, we have to work equally on all goals so that we don't leave anybody behind in the desire to achieve all the global goals.
ということは、女性が男性と同じ権利や機会を得ることができれば、すべてのグローバルゴールズの達成も夢じゃないですね。
Exactly right, but how we get to equality is pretty complex. The good thing is, all the action steps were mapped out by 189 countries in 1995 in a visionary roadmap called the Beijing Declaration and Platform for Action.
わあ、このことは知りませんでした。
Generations have been inspired and continue to be inspired by this visionary roadmap for women's rights. But although it brought about a lot of changes, there's still a lot of challenges that remain. Let's take a look at some of these examples. 1 in 3 women experience violence at some point in their life. Women, on average, take on 3 times as much unpaid care and domestic work as men. From politics to science to peace processes, women are largely underrepresented. For example, in parliaments globally, only about 25% are women.
まだこんなに不平等があるなんて。
Yes, and these inequalities actually get even worse when conflicts or disasters strike, for example, during earthquakes or floods. In crisis situations, girls and women are the worst affected. For example, girls often get pulled out of school early, or they are forced to get married early, and pregnant mothers and infants often die because they don't have access to proper health and nutrition services.
はい、キティもバングラデシュにある難民キャンプで助産師さんから聞きました。不 紛争地域や危険な環境ではお母さんや赤ちゃんの死亡率が高いって。
Correct, but don't be mistaken, Kitty. Women are not just the victims of crises. They are often, in fact, the first responders in a crisis, and they play a central role in the safety, security, and resilience of families and communities affected by disasters. And yet, during humanitarian crises, when the global community tries to respond, it is often the needs of women and girls that are overlooked.
とっても不公平。なんでそうなっちゃうんですか？
This is the gap that UN Women wants to and seeks to address. This is why we must all come together to fight for achieving gender equality in this generation and for future generations. We can no longer wait.
キティも待てない。何かできることはありますか？
Oh, thank you so much, Kitty. I'd like to invite you to Jordan to see the work that we do for girls and women for generation equality.
もちろんです。でも、ヨルダンに一体何が？
You'll see the Zatari refugee camp in Jordan. I'll set up your visit, and UN Women staff will be there to greet you.
わかりました。準備はバッチリ。
Excellent. Safe travels, Kitty. Bye bye.
ということで、ヨルダン！じゃなくて、次回はヨルダン！